Tonight, we're going to be talking about the 13 rules of speed cleaning. The 13 rules of speed cleaning. So let's see here. Let me find the perfect view for that. So say hello. Hey, Patricia. Great to see you here. So glad you're here. So I was thinking before I went live, what would be a great topic to kind of kick off 2024 with? And I thought 2024, the beginning of a new year, is the perfect time to reset certain things in your business. And for a cleaning business owner, we really want to start the new year off on the right foot. We want to reset everything that's kind of gone off the rails or gone off the tracks. And January 12th at my office, we're doing a full day of training for the trainers, right? So if you own a cleaning business, you know that one of the most important things we do as cleaning business owners is the training, right? If we don't get the training right, then it's really hard to onboard a new employee and grow the business. If you do get the training right, then you can keep onboarding new employees, usually one or two every other month, fill up their schedule and keep growing. So training is one of the most important things we do. And if you're not retraining your trainers annually, so we call that recertifying our trainers annually, you're making a huge mistake. In fact, let me share my screen. Speed Cleaning has a brand new trainers certification. And let me just show you what that looks like. So if you go to speedcleaning.com and you click on certification program right up here in the top menu next to home and about a certification program for, and if you're a cleaning business owner, for just $399 a year, if you just do the $399 a year premium plan. In fact, let me go back. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. But if you sign up for the premium plan, you can literally certify as many trainers and cleaners as you need throughout the year, unlimited. And it comes with the digital certification, the annual certification badges. Of course, your company will be listed on the Speed Cleaning website as an official speed cleaning company. And oddly enough, people actually call the Speed Cleaning headquarters on a regular basis and ask, is there a speed cleaning company in my area? So people really value the name and the reputation of the system. So, of course, you're listed as a certified speed cleaning company on the Speed Cleaning website. You'll get the affiliate registration link. And of course, you have employee access to train the cleaner. So any new cleaners that you hire and send through the training, they also can do the online training piece and certification. And of course, you have unlimited quizzes and certifications for new hires, new employees that you bring on board, and unlimited access to the Train the Trainer program. I mean, it is literally the best program on the planet for training your residential cleaning employees. So that's just a little bit about the certification program. Again, the program certification at speedcleaning.com. For a cleaning business, just sign up for the premium annual subscription. You'll have unlimited access to certifying your employees year after year after year, not only in the cleaning itself, but also certifying your trainers. And so back to a 2024 reset. What does that look like? Well, one of the things we're doing in my company to reset, and again, we've got like over 60 employees. We have almost 900 recurring clients. We'll close the year out at $3.2 million in revenue. So we have one of the largest cleaning companies in the nation. And we recertify our trainers every single year. And if we need to do a second certification training program for new trainers in the middle of the year, because we need to take on more trainers than we can, but at a minimum, once a year, annually, we recertify our trainers. And I thought about when we're doing a reset for 2024, and our new certification program for our existing trainers and our new trainers will happen on January 12th, and it's a full day event. I thought about the fundamentals, the basics of training your staff, training your new cleaners, training your existing trainers who will train all those new cleaners. And I thought about the basics and what does it look like when you do a reset in 2024? Well, number one, you go back to the basics. The most important thing you can do in your company isn't reinvent the wheel, come up with new ideas, create new things. No, the most important thing you can do for a 2024 reset is to go back to the basics. Go back to the things that work. Go back to the proven steps and the proven processes. Stop trying to come up with new things. I see people complicate their business when they hit a brick wall, when they have problems. They complicate their business by trying to come up with new things, when the reality is they just need a reset. They need to go back to the basics. So I thought, what better way to go back to the basics than to cover the 13 speed cleaning rules, which are tailored for your cleaning staff, tailored to help them succeed on the job. So let me go through the 13 speed cleaning rules for cleaning a home. And this should be stressed with every single cleaner and for all of your trainers to teach and stress, among many, many other things in the Train the Trainer program. But these basics should be stressed all the time. And if the employees focus on the basics, they will get better and better year after year instead of worse and worse year after year if you keep reminding them of the basics. So the 13 speed cleaning rules. Number one, make every move count. Think like a cleaning ninja. Every action should get you closer to a sparkling finish. And you can write all of these down and print them on a card and give these out to your employees. So feel free to copy what I'm saying, write them out, and make them available. So number one, make every move count. Number two, use the right tools. Just like a superhero needs the right gadgets and their cape, you need the right cleaning tools for the job. Efficiency is your superpower. Are your cleaning techs still using the aprons? That's one of the most important tools, the speed cleaning apron. If you've allowed people to form bad habits and stop wearing them, I guarantee you they're not nearly as efficient and consistent as they could be using the right tools. Number three, work from top to bottom. Start high and finish low so you don't rain down dust on your freshly cleaned areas. This seems so basic. We think, well, duh, who doesn't know that? This does not come naturally. Do you know what comes naturally and what bad habits creep back in when there's been too much time between retraining and reminding of these principles? The natural tendency is just to clean what's right in front of you, right? What's in front of you? The countertop or something eye level? That's the natural tendency instead of reaching up high and cleaning it first and then working your way down, right? So work from top to bottom. Rule number 4, if it isn't dirty, don't overclean it. If it isn't dirty, don't overclean it. Now, that's one adjustment I made with Jeff Campbell's permission when I rewrote the speed cleaning rules for the professional industry, because the original rules for the homeowner, which is fine if you own the house and you're not paying somebody else to clean, the original rule number 4 was if it isn't dirty, don't clean it. But in the cleaning industry, we've adapted that principle to be if it isn't dirty, don't overclean it. Now, why do I say don't overclean it? We never want to give our employees permission to skip things that they think isn't very dirty. Because when they use their discretion, well, it's not very dirty and they just skip too many things. So if you apply this principle, if it isn't dirty, don't overclean it, then the technician will save herself a ton of time and energy by not overcleaning something that really just needs a light feather dusting, right? So think about a picture on the wall. It's not filthy. It's not dirty. It's not a first-time deep clean. You cleaned a week ago or you cleaned 2 weeks ago. That picture isn't dirty. So if you use a feather duster to keep it from getting dirty, then you're not over cleaning it by taking the picture and hand wiping it. Rule number 5 of the 13 speed cleaning rules: don't rinse or wipe before it's clean. Sweep before you mop, dust before you polish. A clean canvas ensures a perfect masterpiece. So don't rinse or wipe before it's clean. In fact, if you're working on a shower, you can kind of feel through the clean. You can tell when the shower tiles go from being kind of rough because they've got scum all over them to being slick and smooth, right? You can just feel through the clean. So don't rinse until you've given it a good scrubbing or a thorough wiping down. And then rule number 6, don't overstay your welcome. Once it's clean, move on. No need to overdo it and waste precious time. Number 7, upgrade your tools when necessary. If your standard tool is not working, switch to a heavier, dutier tool. Number 8, keep your tools in pristine condition. There's nothing worse than a worn out old scrub brush when you're trying to keep a shower clean, because the bristles are all bent over and you're literally not scrubbing with the tips that do the most work. You're scrubbing with the sides of the bristles. So keep those tools in pristine condition. Take good care of your feather duster. Wash the lamb's wool duster when it gets too dirty, or the microfiber duster when it gets too dirty. Get rid of a feather duster if it's gotten old and ratty and wet and damaged, and replace that. Keep your tools in pristine condition. Repetition makes for perfect moves. Repetition, the more you practice, the smoother and faster your cleaning routines become. So make sure that each move is done in repetition. Oh, rule number 10, pay attention. This is so important, especially when you clean houses for a living. If you're not paying attention, you're watching TV while you clean, or you're checking Facebook while you clean, those distractions will take you longer. There's no such thing as multitasking. You're really not doing 2 things at once. You're just switching, watching and being distracted, and then cleaning, and then watching and being distracted, and then being cleaning, and then cleaning. And so what will happen is the productivity will drop. When you lose focus and you're switching and not paying attention, you'll miss areas, you'll forget parts of the house, you'll forget and leave rugs hanging over the ottoman, you'll forget to lock the back door before leaving. So pay attention. Rule number 10, one of the most important things you can do. Rule number 11, keep track of your time. If you're in the cleaning industry, you know that time is money, right? Every minute counts. So keep track of your time. Look at your watch when you arrive and decide, okay, I should be walking out the door. Let's say it's 8 a.m. and you know it's supposed to be a 3-hour job. Okay, I should be walking out the door at 11 a.m. So you're being very intentional. You're being very focused around keeping track of your time. And look at your clock, your phone or your watch. When you enter a room, let's say like the master bathroom, and you know it's one of the hardest rooms in the house, the master bathroom and the kitchen will be the 2 rooms in the house will take the longest amount of time, right? And if you're keeping track of your time, you can set little goals. You can say, okay, I think I can get this master bathroom done in 30 minutes sharp, right? So you're keeping track of your time instead of losing track and, 55 minutes later, you're still in the master bathroom, right? Same thing goes for a little half bath. It's super easy. Nobody ever uses it. It's the guest bathroom. Keep track of your time and set a goal. Say, well, let's see here. It's 10 a.m. I think I can be done with this little half bathroom in 8 minutes. I'm going to see if I can get in and out in 8 minutes. I'll be out of here at 10:08, right? So keep track of your time. Cleaning isn't a marathon. It's a series of little sprints. Set a timer if you have to when you're new at this, but allocate a reasonable amount of time for each area of the house and see if you can beat it or stick to it. Rule number 12, use both hands. I love this rule. Cleaning is like playing a musical instrument. You need both hands to make beautiful music. So whether you're scrubbing dishes or scrubbing out the sink or wiping down the shower, use both hands to tackle those tasks more efficiently. If one hand is idle and doing nothing and the other hand is working, half of your workforce is idle, right? You got 2 hands, use them both. And then Rule number 2, if more than one person is available, work as a team. Now, obviously in CBF, we follow the solo model for recurring jobs, but we always work as teams on deep cleans and first time cleans. Or if we have a super big house and we assign it to 2 people, if there's more than one person available, work as a team. Now, what do I mean work as a team? In other words, collaborate. Talk about, okay, the upstairs, I believe the upstairs can be done in an hour. I'll be down here getting started. Please knock out the upstairs in 1 hour. There's just 2 easy bedrooms and 2 small bathrooms, or, whatever, right? So work as a team, talk about the job, set goals for how much time you'll be in each area. And then when one person finishes up their area first, they don't stand around. They go to the other teammate and they ask, so where have you been? What can I do to finish up a room? And then when you're working as a team, that person can say, well, I finished that whole half of the house. If you'll start on the floors and work your way towards me, I should be done with my area by the time you get here and you can do these floors. So rule number 13 is to work as a team whenever there's more than one of you cleaning a home. So cleaning with others can be a lot of fun, especially if you're cleaning your own house and you enlist the help of your family members. But cleaning with your teammates can be stressful if you're not working as a team and each person is working independently, like they don't care about the other person or the results of the job the other person is doing. So it's really important that you come together and focus on the job and apply all 13 rules of speed cleaning so that you will be faster, better, safer, have more energy, be more consistent. And let me wrap this up with a story that I tell in the speed cleaning employee training system. And the story is about how important consistency is to our clients. Now, we think, mistakenly, we think that our customers only care about quality, right? Or they only care about price. But the truth is, our customers care more about consistency than they do quality. And let me give you an example of where this story was first shared with me by an incredible author named, what's the man's name who authored The E-Myth? I don't know why his name escapes me right now, but the author of The E-Myth, a book I read many, many years ago and have read numerous times, he shares a story about how he discovered how important it is to a customer to experience consistency over quality. And he shares how he made an appointment to go to a barbershop in town, a new barbershop. He had never been there before. He set up the appointment and he went for the very first time. When he came into the barbershop, he was greeted by the receptionist or the desk clerk. I'm not sure who that person would be in a barbershop, but let's call her the receptionist. He was greeted by the receptionist who asked him if he would like a beverage and showed him where he could be seated and then introduced him to the barber. And then the barber came over and he spoke with him about his hair and he explained to him what he was going to do. And he talked to him about how he likes to shampoo the hair and condition it and really get the hair prepped for a good haircut. And so he would shampoo it and condition it, dry it, bring him back over to be seated. And then he proceeded to explain to this new customer the importance of using scissors instead of shears to cut the hair. And he explained how it's an art and it's you get a better haircut and blah, blah, blah. And during that time, the receptionist also asked, besides, would you like a beverage? Would you like a, I don't know, there was like some snacks, some kind of a cookies or something. And he said the whole experience was just absolutely delightful. He felt like they educated him. They explained to him what was going to happen. They offered him a beverage. They later offered him a snack. And the whole experience was just absolutely fabulous. So he made an appointment to return in 3 weeks. So then he came back 3 weeks later. He had booked his appointment. He showed up. The receptionist was equally friendly, but she didn't offer him a beverage and she told him to be seated. And he sat and waited for the barber to come to the chair. Then the barber came to the chair. He was also friendly again, as he was the first time. But this time he didn't shampoo his hair. And he just started cutting his hair. And again, it was a good experience. It wasn't negative, but it was a different experience than the first time. The haircut was as good as it was the first time, but the first time his hair had been shampooed and conditioned before the haircut. So he left, and he said it was a little bit of an odd experience, but he was still happy with his haircut. So he made another appointment to return again in 3 weeks. The third time, the experience was completely different. This time she did offer him a beverage. This time, the barber cut his hair with shears, so electric shears, and she didn't offer any snacks in it, and there was no shampooing, right? So here's what he explained. He said, I never went back to the barbershop again after the third experience being completely different from the second one and the first one. He said, I wasn't dissatisfied. I didn't get a bad haircut. But he said, but what was uncomfortable as a customer was my experience constantly changed. Do you offer a beverage or not? Do you offer snacks or not? Do you shampoo or not? Do you use electric shears or scissors? What's best? And he said, I chose not to go back because I just didn't enjoy my experience being completely unpredictable every time I went. And he said, here's what he learned in this whole experience about himself as a customer. The quality of the haircut was not the problem. It was the inconsistent experience that was the problem. And I have found this to be the case in my own business, in my own cleaning business. I can have a cleaning technician that's just okay at cleaning, right? Just okay, not sparks flies every time she cleans, but never does a bad job, right? But she's consistent. She shows up. She shows up on time. She does a good job, and she does a good job every time. And the things she misses, she kind of misses it all the time. But the things she nails it all the time. And what I found is those customers are happy. They only want that technician. They don't want anybody else. And they're very, very happy with our service. And they stay with us years at a time. And then other times we've had technicians come to work for us, and they were amazing. They were like super cleaners. They were the best on the planet. But sometimes they were really fast and would whiz through the house. And other times they would take their time and spend longer time. They would be phenomenal in one area and maybe not so good in another area. And then the next time they cleaned, they were phenomenal in the area they didn't do so great on and lacked some skills in another area. And overall, they were delivering a good cleaning, but it was just very inconsistent for the customer. And the customers don't like inconsistency. They like what they get used to. They like what they get used to. So one of the greatest benefits of following the 13 rules of speed cleaning and using the speed cleaning train the trainer certification program to train all the new employees so that every employee is trained the same exact way to deliver the same type of cleaning, the same level of consistency, right? Exactly the same, this duplicatable, cookie cutter, repeatable cleaning service trained by the trainers who follow one system and teach one system. Here's what we have found. They produce a more consistent cleaner. Now, some cleaners will be better than others. We know that's human nature. But what we have found is the more consistent they are, the happier the customers are. The more consistent they are, the happier the customers are. So that's the perfect reset for 2024 is to look at your training program. Where do you need to go back to the basics on? Where have you strayed from the basics? You don't need to write a whole new playbook and create a whole new set of videos. That's too much work. Don't add so much complexity and effort and work that you'll never get around to doing to your list of tasks. Don't add to your list of tasks. Go back to the basics. You already have the 13 rules of speed cleaning. Many of you already have the speed cleaning book. And if you don't, you can go get it for $10, 10 or 11 bucks on Amazon.com or go to speedcleaning.com. Buy them in bulk and get a really great discount. Imagine if you assigned all of your employees a brand new copy of the Speed Cleaning for the Pros book in the month of January, and you asked them to reread the book sometime during the month. Just that simple, low cost investment in what I would call a rinse and repeat strategy, a getting back to the basic strategy. Just that simple, low cost rinse and repeat strategy could make a huge difference in whether or not you lose a customer over inconsistent cleaning or missed areas, things that cleaning techs forgot, right? And so think about what you can do in terms of training your staff to reset in 2024. I will tell you my reset, January 12th, we have a full day recertification of Train the Trainer. In fact, let me share my screen again on Train the Trainer. If you go to speedcleaning.com, and let me go find that page here. If you go back to the homepage of Speed Cleaning, homepage, right? There's the Speed Cleaning homepage. And if you just hover over certification program, if you're like, yeah, we have not certified our trainers in years. It's been years since we put them through this training. This is the perfect time to schedule a full day of training with your trainers and then recertify all of them. We have some of our trainers that this will be their 3rd year certification. And then we have other trainers that will be going through this on January 12th with us live at our office. It'll be their first time to be certified. But just make it easy on yourself. Sign up for the premium plan. If you're a cleaning business owner, you should just go with the premium plan. It's $399 a year. You can train and certify the company, the cleaner, and the trainer. And you have unlimited access to all the quizzes, certifications, training as many times a year as you need. And so I urge you to do a reset in your own business so that you can crush it in 2024 and at a minimum, either get everyone the new book. It's also a good time if you haven't replaced them in a while and emphasize the importance of it to get everybody a brand new cleaning apron and new tools, the new book. Or at a minimum, if you don't want to do any of that, you can't afford it, you don't want to do it. At a minimum, just take the 13 speed cleaning rules and go over the basics with your staff. Seasoned employees have been with you for years as well as new employees, and go over the basics with them and quiz them and have little contests, of who can quote all 13 rules, right? And just make it fun. So I hope this helps with your 2024 reset and going back to the basics and studying the 13 rules of speed cleaning. All right, I want to say hello to a few people that are here. I see Julie Parrish is here. Are you still here, Julie? I am so excited to see you. Howdy, neighbor. I'm here in Surfside Beach, right near Freeport, up from Galveston. So I'm not too far from you. So let's see here. Let's see what Julie says. She says, that's awesome. I was going to ask you if you have access to training. Yep, it's all online, Julie. I am super proud of that now. Took ownership of the speed cleaning business this year in 2023. So I'm a small fractional owner and she's a majority owner. And she moved all of the training and created a full-blown certification program and moved the platform to the speed cleaning website. So you can log in and train all you want. So I'm pretty proud of that. I think that's been a long time needed. All right, I see Jen Eastman is in the house. Hey, great to see Bob and Jen are in the house. So great to see you guys. And then Bobby Sue Russell is here. You are so welcome. And so it says Mike Gerber. I'm not sure. Oh, yes, Mike Gerber. Right. The E-Myth. Thank you. Julie. Yep. Julie and I go way back. Excuse me, guys. Let me get some water here. Don Farrar, I haven't seen you in a while. So great to see you. Dawn asks, where can I find the 13 rules? Well, first of all, you can go to the speedcleaning.com website and go find our blog and just do a search for 13 speed cleaning rules. Or you can just go to the internet and just type in 13 speed cleaning rules by Jeff Campbell and you'll get them. It's incredible. So go get them. And you can print them off. We have some free bookmarkers. If you place an order and then ask Deborah from the Speed Cleaning office to throw some free bookmarkers in your order, we have some really nice speed cleaning bookmarkers that we can throw into your order, and you can hand those out to your employees. So great to see you, Dawn. And so great to see you, Julie. It's just so fun. Oh, I saw on Facebook that you were in Galveston. That's right. So I had dinner New Year's Eve in Galveston at the San Luis Steakhouse. Oh my goodness, it was so fabulous. It was just such a great experience. In fact, my husband and I scarfed down the leftovers tonight before I went live. So yeah, Julie, I feel like, oh, we're just so close. We're just so close, but yet so far away. Let me see if there's anybody else for me to say hello to. Charmin, hey, happy New Year, Charmin Henderson. Great to see you. Danny is in the house. Great to see you. And of course, I already said hello to Patricia. So guys, thank you so much for joining me live. This is your opportunity. January is the best time to be thinking about your 2024 reset. Invest in your training. Plan to read 10 good books a year that will help you grow in business. Restate the speed cleaning principles and rules to help your employees up-level their skills and be reminded of things that they've, stopped doing, bad habits they've allowed to creep back in. So I hope this helps. I hope you all have a happy new year. I'm trying to go live more and more often. I kind of got out of the habit for a while, got myself too busy. Oh, tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern, I will be going live again right here tomorrow night, and I'll be joined by certified CBF coach Kathy Merchant. And Kathy Merchant is a certified full focus system coach. So not only is she one of our CBF coaches, she is certified in a full focus goal setting program. And so she's going to be sharing some tips for setting goals in 2024, but not just setting goals, right? Because a lot of people set goals, but then they don't achieve them. So she'll be sharing some tips tomorrow night. We'll be talking about tips around not only setting goals, but reaching goals in 2024. So happy New Year. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.